Hey everybody, Orpheolus here, welcoming you all to the bonus episode of Chicory. It's going to be a pretty short episode, all things considered, doing everything that we have not done in this entire Let's Play, which is going to be just a couple of things. This stuff is perfect. We could use this for art classes for a while. I totally forgot the tower was already stocked with supplies. Hadn't used the studio in so long. You did a good job keeping the dust away, though. Told you I was a good janitor. The only thing left for me to do is finally move out of here. Traditionally, the wielder lives in the tower, but, well, there's no such thing as a wielder anymore, right? So we'll transform the tower into a community space. I just have to figure out where to move to. You've been all over Picnic, right? Think you could help me pick a new place to live? Sure. Phew, thanks. I've been in decision paralysis this whole time. I need someone who can just tell me where to go. And we get ourselves Chicory flag. I'll stash that in your decor menu. If you find a place that seems good, put it there and come let me know. Okay, I'll start packing up my room. I'm sure you've got plenty to do too. See you around, okay? Alright then, so now we are starting the post-game. The post-game is extremely short. Like, so much so, there's only like a couple things of note, and the main one is actually just Chicory's quest, and up there is our self-portrait. And we have a speed paint of that monstrosity. Alright then. So yes, and now that we're in the post-game, things are a lot more peaceful. And if you go over to this board, this is a color map, which is basically our big old map replay of everything that we've done. Everything we've done, colored, printed in, everything. So now that we're in the post-game, we can go to the phone booth and get a hint of what to do next. Hello, it's me, Mom. Oh, Pancake. Oh, I'm just in the middle of something. Give me a moment, okay? Okay, sorry about that. What's on your mind? It does sound tricky. Well, here's what I think. For starters, looks like you beat the entire game, but there's still plenty for you to do. You should find a place for Chicory to move to. The flight she gave you in the decor menu. Put it outside where you think she should live, okay, sweetie? You're doing okay. Alright then. So with this, you are free to put Chicory anywhere on the map, so long as you got like a 6-tile space to do so. You can put it somewhere completely terrible, or you can put it somewhere very comfy and snug. Perfect. Well, it's basically, you can put the flag wherever. You can live close by or far away and all that fun stuff. Yeah, I don't think you'd appreciate being like here or in Runch Canyon, or the big city, just somewhere nice, snug, and comfy. So, we need to think of somewhere that'll be nice and good, and I know the perfect place. So, we'll go to Elevensies. No idea how I just perfectly, plopped that there. Oh, it's Pistachio. Oh, I love it here. I just out for a wander. I had to stop when I saw this pretty spot. You colored in, right? You did a great job, thanks. Hooray! So now that we're in the post-game, Chicory will be out and about now. Meaning that you can encounter her basically anywhere on the map. Mostly, though, it will be after we place the flag and all that fun stuff, so you can find Chicory anywhere in the world. There's Catamon's place. So yeah, just trying to think of a good spot. Personally, though, I kind of like doing it there, but for me, the Sips River is the comfiest spot in the world. I just love the music, the atmosphere, and everything. Just trying to think where is the best spot. Alright. I do think right here is how Chicory will go. Better go back to the Wielder Tower and let her know. But yeah, the Sips River. I've always enjoyed the peacefulness. And it's pretty close by to Luncheon and a couple other towns here and there. So, let's go ahead and let Chicory know. So, let's go ahead into the community space. I'm all packed up. But you know, before I move out of here, I think we should redecorate this room, don't you? It should be a community workspace. Anyone could work on their own things. That'd be pretty neat. Do you have any decor that could you use for that? Alright then, so here we get ourselves our big old community room, so we have 200 different things that we can use. So paint tube, that's one big paint tube. Okay. Seats, we need a couple seats. One of those. A round chair. Oh yeah, I keep on forgetting you can rotate things. Does it look like I'm very observant? No, I'm not. Not that. Floor art, sure. Flower rug, sure. Well, that didn't go. You know, where's my, oh, bookcase. Always need one of those. I'm just kind of putting stuff here and there. Alright, canvas. Studio desk. Right in here. Empty easel. This is community space. And as for art, well, no, that would get this place demonetized. Sure, I'll put a classic painting there. As for some other things, I don't know. No, I'll put the best painting here. Gotta enshrine the best for certain. Put a couple plants here and there. And seats, lights. We need lights because, well, light this place up. One layer. It's really hard to work with. Sure, someone can brew some funky stuff. Okay, a lot of seating. Okay, apparently we need more seating. Yeah, this one's a little particular. Like, a whole lot of stuff. Is this all good? Ah, yeah, this is it. The vibe here is way better now. Thanks, Pancake. Let me know if you find a place I should move into. Well, you picked out where my place should be. You think I should live in the Sips River? Sounds good to me. Well, being anywhere else sounds good right now. I'm excited to see the spot you picked. I'll head there straight away and set up. Come visit me sometime. Alright then. So we have ourselves our next destination, so see you all at my random spot in the Sips River. Oh yeah, the trees are gone. Well, I would say trees are gone, but those are still there. Well, it doesn't really matter too much. Though they really should trim those trees, oh well. So we can head on into this yurt. And this place is all nice and colorful. It's my yurt. It's definitely not the same as living in a tower, but I think it suits me better. It feels good to finally be somewhere new. I think this could be a fresh start for me. We're going to have to put some serious thought into how we teach people how to grow brushes. In the moment, it seems to make so much sense. But how do you teach that to someone? Maybe we'll have to lend our brushes some around. I'm excited to use my own new brush some more. You like how I did my place up? Well, I haven't done much else since that final battle. Feels strange, since you've already got colors everywhere. Almost don't want to mess with it, you know? You know you do a 10 times better job than me. I've got a lot of work to do, especially on myself. I really want to be better, but I think what I need is to accept myself when I'm not. That, I still don't know how to do that, but I'm going to try. Well, I'm sure I'll be seeing a lot of you. It's scary to step into a new multi-brush world, but I feel like with you, I can do it. That's corny, isn't it? But I mean it. When this all started, just getting out of bed felt impossible to me. But now we've done a lot of impossible things together. So impossible doesn't mean much to me anymore. Thanks for being there when I needed you. Nice, wonderful conclusion. Also realized I just soft-locked myself there, but nah. We're at like 99.93%. Alright then, so with this all done, we have done that, so now we can go over here to the phone booth, and once you have done Chicory's little quest line, now the phone will, Pancake, everything okay? Oh, that's interesting. Well, if you're asking me, you still have leftover litter, right? There's a lot of traders you could meet to exchange it, plant shop at South of Dinners. So yeah, so telling you where you can get rid of your trash, and yeah, so at this point, your mom will give you hints on the remaining things you can do, like remaining side quests, remaining basically anything. So if there's anything that you are missing, give the phone booth a call. So yeah, so there's a couple places I do want to stop at now that we're in the post game. First thing is going to be at Blackberry. Oh, no, Blackberry has nothing new to say. Darn, I was hoping to get some resolution. But yeah, I think here in the post game, I don't think there's anything of note here, so next up, I'll see you all back in the Tea Time Meadows. Hooray for quick warps! Oh yeah, well I'm thinking about it. Now that we've saved the world, well, this is one gigantic tree now, instead of it being, well, impending disaster. So, at least we did something, right? Yep. We noticed that those nasty roots are gone. We're so happy we could dance. Did you fix all the problems then? Well, at least for now. Then you are a very good and cute wielder. We like how you answered, at least for now. These problems always come in cycles. Every little wielder think they are seeing things first time. When you are as old as we are, you see these same problems again and again. You saw the roots like that before? Oh yes. For as long as you wielders have been around, troublesome things, your little brushes. Remember being told it had to do with your sad little hearts. So wielders would practice to take care of their hearts, such that the roots wouldn't grow so badly. We suppose at some point they forgot about that. That definitely would have been useful info before. Oh, we can get so forgetful. We hope you take care of your little heart, wielder. You are just so cute. If you become sad, our big heart would be broken. I think it's okay to be sad, as long as we can talk about it. Then we will always be happy to talk. Alright, so that's it there with the queen. I think that's everything. That's the final prerequisite. So I'll see you guys somewhere.
Pancake, may I speak with you?
Prudence! I nearly forgot! Even 2 months after recording when to edit the bonus episode, I nearly forgot until I had to do a bonus recording. You've been in my head this whole time.
I told you to be out of your way. But that's what I like to discuss. To be honest with you, while you were on Spoon's Island, I met someone very special. We started a family here.
On my head.
Yes, it's very heartwarming and sweet. And I've had a wonderful time here, learning about your surface culture, but I'm starting to feel that it might be time for us to move on. I like to raise my children back home and feast. And I have so much knowledge I could take back with me. So, would it be alright for me to go back home?
Of course.
Thank you, Pancake. Truly, thank you for everything. If you do come back to feast, I'll still be happy to translate for you there. But for now, so long. Now you keep your ears clean.
Yeah. Alright, now that we are in the post game, we can exchange things for the final music players, which is basically all the end thing stuff. We get Friends record. Here we get ourselves Ominous record, which is I think like all the boss fights. Hardcore record, even more hardcore. And the final thing. And we get ourselves the Moments record. Thanks for taking all those record players off my hands. I finally convinced Kiwi to stop bringing me more. And I love all the litter you brought. Each and every one is precious to me. Maybe it makes me a bit strange, but I just love my little knickknacks. When I hold them, I feel like I can feel their history, and now all their stories have happy endings here with me. Alright then. So, with that all done, we have now obtained everything in the game. Everything now has a star. So, huzzah, I guess. Okay then, so next up, with that all done, you can find Chicory out in the world in spots you've been. And that's one of the things for basically doing a post game. And that is basically everything. Alright then, so we can view the color replay. Basically everything that you've done. So yeah, so I wish I kind of went into more detail with like all the trees and everything, but then again, I'm not really the most artistic. I just more like the exploring, solving puzzles, all that stuff. And that's one reason why I just love Chicory. It's just all the puzzle solving and everything like that. But then again, when I play games, I more enjoy doing the puzzles instead of the combat. And then again, that could be seen as like a skill issue thing, but personally for me, I'm just more into like the calm, relaxing thing. And with this all done in 11 hours, including, well, sitting around doing nothing, having to do some other things with like recording setting, we have 100% of the game. Huzzah! So, yeah, I can't believe we've 100%ed everything, you know? It's been so much and all that fun stuff. What the? Hello? Hey, Pancake, you've done something pretty incredible. I did? You completed the entire game, 100%. Honestly, that's a pretty wild accomplishment. There's a lot of secrets in this game, so great job. You should visit your home in Luncheon sometime. I have some friends who would really like to meet you. Alright then. So, let's see if we can call Mom in and see what she thinks. Hello? Pancake, I was thinking about you. What's in your mind? Oh, that's interesting. Well, it sounds like. I can't think of anything. I think you finished the whole game, sweetie. I'd say you've earned yourself a break. Okay? That was sweet of you to call. So hooray, we have platinumed the game! Yeah, I love it when games are like, not too consuming it to 100% instead of like, oh hey, you need to grind for 100 hours, that way you reach level 255, so that way you have a chance of, well, not dying in one hit to this one random super boss. Or, oh hey, you need to collect 255 bear pelts that drop 1% of the time from a rare enemy that only appears like once every 3 screen rotations. I just love it when games are like nice and simple. That's why I kind of like collectathons. So inside the house we have ourselves a bunch of NPCs. Hi, I'm Greg. I was a game director, programmer, designer, writer, and did some other odds and ends. It sounds like a lot, but it's all really fun. I have a restless urge to make things. It's been that way since I was a kid, and probably the main way I relate to other people too. I love learning about others' passions and their creativity in a certain light. This game was a way of exploring the idea of creativity, and maybe give player a chance to explore theirs too. I hope you had a good time. At the outset of this project, I want to learn more about creativity as a way to learn about myself. But this game came to be about a lot of things. I think because creativity is so central to who I am, so all these other aspects of myself and my relationships, and everyone who worked on this game, kind of leaked into this world. Ain't that just the way? And even after this exploration, there's still much I still don't understand. Guess I'll have to keep searching. Hope you do too. I've been learning to think about art as communication. When I connect to someone else's creation, well, there's really nothing like it. It's because deep down we all share something fundamental. So a great piece of art can reveal a personal fundamental thing, and give others a way to see that thing for themselves. That's why you can feel so close to someone just by studying their art. There's really a special connection you can feel with someone that way. It's not the same as knowing the person, but it's definitely something real. I think there's something beautiful in all that. I wanted to explore the idea a little bit with the way Pancake relates to Chicory. It's a funny and personal thing for me, because I've been such a Pancake my whole life, wanting so badly to connect with people whose art spoke to me. But after making my own games for years and telling my own stories, I find myself more and more often in Chicory's position. Fans might feel like they had a really real personal experience with me, but to me they're strangers. It's so odd, right? And yet each and every one means so much to me. I put myself as truthfully as I can into everything I do, because I want to share connections with people. I may not know you, but if you care at all about this game and the people in it, in a way, I'd say we're friends now, and we might not ever have the chance to really meet. But if you want to give back, you should share your own creativity with the world, hence how I'm doing this Let's Play. The same way we did when we made the game. That's how we can keep this conversation going, so to speak. I've devoted my whole life to making this game over 2 years or so there's a lot more I could say about it. I want to tell all the little stories that happen along the way, but at some point enough is enough, right? You can read even more in the Chicory art book, which details even more games, such as this game originating as Draw Dog, a concept about a dog drawing things, which kind of blew up from there, which included humanoid appearances, but eventually transitioned more into an animalistic approach, and even more, so yeah. I would share more about the process in an art book or something, which I just described one thing earlier. For now, there's really just one more thing to say. Thanks for playing! And thanks for caring. And thanks for being you. Hey, I'm Madeline. I drew all the environmental stuff. Thanks for taking the time to look at all my wobbly plants and windows, benches, etc. Most of the plants I drew are vague references to actual ones that exist around me in the Pacific Northwest. I really enjoyed studying shapes of different weeds and wildflowers, and making them recognizable in my own art style. Let me know if you need the full Latin name for any of them. I probably have a list somewhere. My favorite object I drew in the whole game is located in the swamp. Blah. I titled the file as Big Rotted Stump Filled with Moss. Did you see it? Isn't it beautiful? Don't tell Greg, but it's actually my self-portrait. Big mood. Next up, Marzipan? Oh, wow, hi, I'm Lena. I wrote all the music in the game. There's well over 2 hours of it, which is the most I've ever written for one thing. When Greg first reached out to me about writing music, all he had was a placeholder dog in a blank paintable room. And I was like, heck yeah, I want to write music for this dog's adventures. That was the whole pitch. And the idea of Draw Dog was so strong that a lot of people were all in before knowing anything more. But there's a lot more to it, as you probably found after playing a lot of the game to get here. I remember starting on the game, I really wanted to write for lots of live instruments. When we were brainstorming what instruments to use, I remember back in my elementary school music classes, everyone learned music on recorders for some reason, and so my brain connected to that. With the idea of a dog entering the world as a brand new wielder, so recorders and by proximity, Renaissance instruments became the starting point for the music. It's a silly, subtle thing, but the music becomes more and more advanced as the story progresses. So recorders progress towards classical woodwinds, and the synths that sound like woodwinds, lutes to acoustic guitars to electric guitars, harpsichords to piano to organ, stuff like that. Do people notice these details, or are they just nerdy composers like me who write about afterwards? Anyways, I hope you enjoy the music. It's a really personal experience of my own journey as a wielder. I hope you connected with it in the same way I felt about writing it. The year I wrote most of the music, 2020, was a challenging thing, to say the least. I think a lot of my emotions during this time came out in the music. I think any long-term project is going to pick up the emotions its creator had while making it. I guess that's kind of the conflict in this game, huh? Hopefully mine are less creepy trees, and more just darkly tinged clouds with a hint of hope beyond them. Anyways, thanks for sticking around for all this text. See ya! There's Egg. Hi, I'm M, and I did most of the sound design. Preston Wright was a big help with the boss sound effects. I was really happy to be a part of this game, because it has a message I think is super important. I always felt sad to hear people say they're not creative. I am a little bit creative, just I don't see myself as that, because I believe very deeply that we're all creative, and that it takes a lot of trying and discovering who we are. I think it's amazing to see what we can do. We push away the pressure that makes creativity seem like a big deal. I love that while playing, you discover and nurture some of the creativity within yourself. I definitely connected with this message while making the game, and did my best to work towards pressure I was feeling from expectations, and just having fun with the tactile and silly paint sounds. Whoa, hey! You surely played this game a bunch. I'm Alexis, and I designed and animated all the characters, and did the promo art, and a few other bits and pieces. But the characters were my main focus. I hope you like them. I tried to make each of them feel like someone you might meet in the real world, and wanted to know more about. So if you have a favorite character, I'd love to know who they are. Right here. I didn't finish talking to them. I love drawing and learning about animals, and I think there are peculiarities and adaptations, so I jumped at the chance to make a whole game of them. And there's a lot of fun questions to answer. My early sketches are covered with notes like, is everyone vegan? No predator-prey relationships? Are birds people? Are reptiles, amphibians, fish? We basically end up saying yes to all of these. Bugs occupy the widest spectrum. They have a society similar to the vertebrates of Picnic, and also many smaller bugs take in slots in the ecosystem that vertebrates would usually occupy, like those sparrow bugs around Potluck, or the hummingbird moths. Hummingbird moths are actually are real though, and they're monsters. I used to work in animation, a lot of different things. This is the first game I've ever worked on, and the first project I've been a big part of from start to finish. It's been incredible and so much fun and really rewarding. And a bit scary. I have trouble valuing my own ideas. It's something I'm working on, but since I'm new to making games, I found it especially hard to judge whether any idea I had was helpful, or even practical. I knew I spent way too long on some things, or put too much animation to things that will go by very quickly. I still have a lot to learn, but I like learning. I wrote a few months before we released this game, while I was deep in trying to finish the animations, and we were finalizing the dialogue to send it to translators. I know by now that I'm not going to be able to put everything I want to put into this game. It's a scary thought, knowing we're going to release something that doesn't feel perfect to me. But if I'm honest, would it ever feel perfect? Even if I got everything I wanted to? I'm sure I'd want to revisit the first animations I did and redo them. There are effects animations and I'm totally not happy with, and some of the designs could be stronger. There's too many mammals compared to the number of reptiles and birds, and loads of characters would benefit from more emotes. If it was up to me and call it finished, it might never be finished, and then no one would ever get to play it. So, I'm glad it's not just up to me. I'm so glad I'm making this with friends who I love and trust. Probably nothing can ever actually be perfect, but I know together we can make something honest and beautiful. And I really, really hope you liked it. And that egg, when I started this project, I got a bucket of paint, some glue, and some flour, and recorded everything I could think of for a couple days, mixing, stirring, squelching, stuff like that. And the best sounds were when I kept my paint-covered hands together and make farts. Sorry, this is what made up all the text, menu, and painting sounds, as well as a good deal of the interactable objects. Most of what you hear in the sound design is just paint. Working this way, I often feel like I don't even design the sounds. The sounds exist in the world, and I just practice how to listen to them and coax them out. It really feels like something anyone can do. I was listening for sounds that felt pleasant and relaxing, because I wanted you to feel the same kind of relaxation while you were painting or running around the world. I hope it worked. Anyways, thanks for playing our game. I hope you can continue to follow those little moments of joy and reward creating something you love. Alright, and that is everything. So, with this all done, I'll probably think of a couple more things to add here and there, but hopefully you all enjoyed this project as much as I have. And this has been Orpheolus, and I'll see you all in the next one.